This program is not intended for butthurt little bitches.
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 4 of CRUZIN with NIC&NUXX.
Cuatro, for all you Spanish speakers.
We addressed you guys last week. We hope you're still there. We hope you enjoy the show.
We hope you're still cruising with us.
Yeah. So we're going to deviate from our regularly scheduled program and change things up a little bit this week.
And let you know about our porn movie we shot with a couple of hookers called Lord of the Testicles.
Yeah, it's kind of a take on Lord of the Flies. We got a bunch of tiny women.
With a little bit of King Kong in there.
Yeah, they tied Nick down, and we just have to check it out.
Lord of the Testicles. You can find it in Blockbuster.
If you can find one of those. But yeah, so we're gonna deviate from the regular format of the program this week, and we're gonna just address a few things, and you get to have it's more of a casual conversation with NIC&NUXX this week.
Yeah, we're just gonna kind of fuck off and talk and stuff that we don't really like to do. We don't really like to talk to each other a whole lot.
That's a lie. We talk all the fucking time.
Only because we have to. Only because we have to. I'm just playing. I kind of like this dude. He's okay. No homo.
Yeah.
He's okay. I'm sure by now everybody's already heard the news. NIC&NUXX has left the previous label we were on, Bloody River Records.
Yep, we are no longer affiliated with Bloody River Records. We have decided to take our own path. We are venturing out, separating ourselves from the stigma of what the name of the label kind of sticks you with. Someone hears Bloody River Records, they're going to immediately think, oh, they make horrorcore rap music.
Which is not the case.
Yeah.
We get a little violent in our music. We get a little enthusiastic about strangling hookers every now and then.
But who doesn't?
But honestly, we're not killers.
Yeah.
If you hear us mentioning killing people, we're way over exaggerating that shit. We're not trying to kill people. We just want to slap some sense into some folks.
Music is an outward expression. It's a way to express yourself, to clear your mind of things, to
creative venting.
Yeah. It's a creative outlet to create a form of entertainment, and it's a way to express yourself and things like that. So,
because in no way, shape, or form is NICADEMUS nor NUXX, I'm sure he'll agree, we're not fucking trying to catch charges over stupid shit when people can't take a joke like they take their dick.
I got too much shit to lose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At this point in my life, at my age, I have too much shit to lose to worry about petty bullshit. You know what I mean?
Now, that does not mean we won't slap a motherfucker.
Yeah.
If need be. Or hit them, or take a kneecap out. That's totally different than taking a life.
Yeah.
To me.
I mean, I'm not above being a little petty about things, I can hold a grudge. I try not to, but
I still hold a grudge for my doctor dropping me when I was born.
Yeah.
I mean, that's personal. That's personal shit. You don't just get over that.
We just want to kind of address a few things, address some issues this week, just kind of go over things, keep everybody in the loop, you know what I mean?
Because you're taking the time to listen to our shit.
We appreciate that. We appreciate all of the love and support that we're getting from everybody.
We really do.
That we have been receiving and that we're getting now, especially on the heels of the announcement of our departure from the label.
Because it actually went a lot better than we expected.
And it's a little bittersweet,
No resentment, no hatred, no problem. I mean, it wasn't bad terms. It wasn't because, fuck them or fuck that or fuck this. It was a decision for our future. And we have a future.
We're doing what we think is best for us. the best direction for us to go, the best way for us to move forward with our music and things like that. You know, just able to completely change gears. We can do exactly what we want to do, the way that we want to do it, with no restrictions or limitations, and there are no preconceived notions of what kind of material we will be putting out. Everything is sort of more of a surprise.
You don't know.
You don't know what's going to be in that mystery box when you hit it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you just have to listen. At point blank, you just have to listen to find out, oh, what the fuck are they doing this time?
Exactly. And it's more fun that way, I think, for us. And I think it's more fun for anyone that listens to us to be able to just explore the different areas that we're going to start exploring, you know, things like that. It's a good way for us to keep things fresh, and we're able to, you know, play with things a little more, and we're not, and I'm not saying that we were tied to anything. We pretty much had
free range.
Yeah, free range to do what we wanted to do under the Bloody River sigil.
But as for an example, there were certain people that didn't want to fuck with us because of the name that we represented. And, you know, once we kind of got to that point, we had to sit back and say, okay, well, being held, not necessarily held down, but being behind this name of Bloody River kind of tied us down to the horrorcore genre to other people.
It puts us inside of a box, basically. And we're trying to say that we can step outside of that box. We're not just being marginalized into one genre or subgenre of music, you know? And don't get me wrong, I like horrorcore rap. I like a lot of it. But I listen to a lot of different kind of music too, you know? I listen to a lot of different kind of rap and hip hop, and I'm a big metalhead. Anyone that really knows me knows that I'm a big metalhead.
And my ass listens to George Strait, so fight me.
Yeah, I will fight him if he plays that shit around me, because I don't play that shit.
Oh, that's what I grew up listening to. Just like you grew up listening to old Southern rock.
Oh yeah, man, I grew up listening to classic rock, you know, old school hip hop from the fucking 80s and shit like that, you know. That's where a lot of that influence comes from. I got a lot of blues influence from you know, a lot of that classic Southern rock and actual blues music, you know.
See, I was raised up with the cult-like mentality that all that music would send me to hell, and if I even listened to the one hip-hop song, my dick would fall off and I'd gain syphilis overnight, just like that.
So, you know, but we have varying degrees of influence on both of our lives, and that influences the way we approach music in different ways. And I think that's something that makes us an interesting duo, you know, because we're vastly different people.
Vastly. Y'all don't even understand how different we really are.
Yeah, but we're kind of like the yin and the yang to each other, you know. We're that balance. You know, strengths and weaknesses, to where we back each other up, you know. Areas I'm not as strong, he's usually stronger than me in, and vice versa.
It's almost like one of us is an ass man, one of us is a titty man, but we both love the vagina. So we come together.
Excellent analogy.
That's how we come together. We have the same goal in life, but we both look at the way to get there two different ways, so we mix it together and we're on the same journey.
And I would just like to point out that I'm the titty man, so...
And I love ass.
You know.
So yeah, that was actually a true comment.
Yeah, I mean, you use real life for the analogy.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I do like sucking on the left titty every now and then.
Why just the left titty?
I can't say. I don't have a real reason. It's just...
You just have a preference.
I'm right-handed, so it grabs the left first.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, so we just think that we're making the best move for us at this juncture in our musical endeavor. You know?
So we have nothing against Bloody River at all.
No, man.
Nothing.
It was kind of bittersweet to walk away. Anyone that saw our live video, you can watch our body language and see it. I rewatched the video, and you can see kind of the body language between me and Nick that it was kind of a tough thing. It was a tough decision to make. It's not one that we made lightly, you know.
It's like trying to get a divorce when nothing actually wrong happened.
Yeah, you know, it's,
you just come to a settlement.
You realize that you've hit a crossroads in your life with this thing that you've been a part of for so long, but you've grown apart, I guess is kind of a way to do it.
Yeah.
You know, and you know that you hate to separate, but it's the best way to do it.
It's just kind of, you know, we want to finish the race, but we want a different race car. We're tired of sporting M&Ms when we like Hershey bars.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, I guess that's kind of a way to look at it, you know. But I guess we're not going to harp on that the whole podcast.
Just half of it.
Yeah, just half of it. we just want to get the point across that, you know, there's no hard feelings. We're just doing what we feel is best for us. You know, we've been with Bloody River on and off since 2005, you know. So
it's a big part of our lives.
Yeah, it's been a big part of our lives. It's what helped get us into the music realm, you know, where we are now. So, you know, we have love for Bloody River. That doesn't go away.
And Cobra and David. I mean, we don't hate them at all.
We wouldn't be where we are right now if it wasn't for them and their support.
Yeah. And they taught us a lot.
Yeah, I mean, we learned a whole lot of shit from them because we didn't know a motherfucking thing.
Hell no. I was making tapes by playing CDs off of a little cheap Walmart CD player over an old school tape recorder. And I was doing that just for the hell of it. And CDs were out then.
Yeah.
But I was still making tapes.
Yeah. But we were doing what we knew how to do and how we knew how to do it, you know? This was kind of right before you could just Google every fucking thing in the world.
Yeah. Before you could go to Walmart and buy a fucking setup.
Yeah, you know.
Before everybody could go out in the garage and become a hardcore rapper.
Yeah, you know, before SoundCloud and all that bullshit.
When you still had to earn it.
Yeah.
Earn it. Unlike these motherfuckers nowadays.
Right.
You want to get on that shit?
we can get on that shit.
All these motherfuckers that they just because they got a little bit of fucking money, they can go out and buy studio equipment and they deserve respect right off the fucking bat because mommy and daddy bought them a fucking studio.
I got news for you. Respect ain't owed, it's fucking earned.
And it's hard to earn.
You're damn right. We ain't playing no fucking games with no petty bullshit. We ain't playing no childish shit. We're not on that, you know. We're some next level.
We're not. I am. I'm on some major childish shit.
Fair enough.
To a degree. Now there is a line. And when that line is crossed, ain't gonna be no talking.
Well,
and it's close.
The way I look at it, you know, there's ways to handle things, but it's going to depend on how you approach me. You know, anyone that knows me knows I'm probably one of the most chill, laid-back people you ever meet and be around.
Yep, that's true.
I just keep it cool, you know. I like to live pretty drama-free.
And I love drama. See, that goes back to the whole
yin
two different
thing,
people.
Man, yeah.
I love that shit.
Vastly
I eat it
different
up.
personalities, you know. But I do. I try to live a mostly drama-free life because it makes me a happier person, you know? I don't need to burden myself with the stress of dealing with dumb shit, especially from
spoiled children.
Fucking kids, you know, that are in your shithead years. And that's what I consider that time of life. Because I remember being that age, and I was a total fucking shithead.
Right.
You know, I was a total shithead. You couldn't tell me a motherfucking thing because I knew everything, and fuck you, and I don't give a damn. You know?
And now we don't know shit.
Yeah, you know, I'm at that point now where it's like I've realized, you know, as you grow up and you mature a little bit, because maturity plays a big part in a lot of things. And I've learned a lot of hard lessons through life.
He said hard.
Yeah, I said hard.
Yeah, we have. We've been through some shit.
Me and this motherfucker been through some shit, you
even
know?
between each other. Hell, we went, what, almost 2-3 years without even fucking speaking to each other.
Yeah, you know? I mean, but that's how it is, you know? Shit happens. And life happens, you know? But that's part of it, is growing up and maturing and realizing how to admit when you're wrong, or, you know, owning up and taking responsibility for your actions and shit like that.
And understanding that life is not going to go the way you want it to.
Yeah, you can't have everything right now the way you want it. You know, you can't have, like, you can't expect people to bend to your fucking will because you want something to happen at a certain time or anything like that.
And you can't just jump on Facebook and have a little temper tantrum because something happens and expect nobody to do nothing about it.
Yeah. You know, my thing is, it's just dumb. It's dumb and it's fucking childish, you know? Like, and that's one of my biggest problems with social media, you know? Everybody's got their own soapbox to stand on, and everybody's an expert in something. Everybody has a fucking opinion about everything.
Everybody's a fucking political analyst,
Yeah.
but you couldn't even make it past the 5th grade.
Yeah, you know, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. That's fine.
But understand, that's what it is, an opinion.
Yeah.
It's not a fact just because you say it.
As far as I'm concerned, keep that shit to yourself, because nobody really gives a fuck what you think. Nobody cares what I fucking think. Nobody cares what the fuck Nick thinks.
I beg to differ. People do care what I seem to think because I don't think the same way that everybody else thinks. These motherfuckers start talking about Trump and I just walk out and say, hey, titty nipple. Everybody's down with that shit.
They're like, titties? Hell yeah. That's something we can agree on. Make America great again with tits.
That is our new slogan. That is the NIC&NUXX slogan. Make America great again with titties.
Yeah. So, you know, you can DM your titties to our inbox. We won't mind.
Or you can email them to nicademusson@yahoo.com. Or
just mail them to NIC&NUXX. That's NICANDNUXX @gmail.com.
that sounds like a fair. I guess we can share.
Yeah. You greedy.
But if you really
greedy fuck.
If you really want
trying to take all the titties.
Hey. If you really, really want to get on a good side, excuse me, I have a speech impediment.
Good side.
If you fuck. If you really want to get on our good side, you know, show them to us in person.
That's like the other week when you said
You might get tipped.
vagina.
It ain't no better than the speepers.
Yeah, man, we're gonna be bumping them speepers. Y'all don't even know. Shit. Good stuff though, man. We're really happy with what's going on now. The direction we're taking, the shit we're doing, the stuff that we have planned.
And we're still gonna shit on you shitty rappers.
Yeah.
We're still gonna call that shit out.
Keep your toilet paper handy.
We're gonna dig up that Yeah, see, there it goes again.
Can't talk today.
I can't talk today at all. We're gonna dig up some septic tanks because they're full of shit.
Yeah. Well, at least make a hole to bury these fucking punks in. Because there ain't gonna be shit in our way. If you're in our way, then fuck off. I think the best way to say it is, if you're not at the table, you're part of the meal.
Yep.
So, just letting y'all know, we're hungry as fuck.
Hungry as hell. Because I haven't eaten in like 2 hours.
And I'm just a fat piece of shit. I'm always hungry, so. But, seriously though,
You don't want to come with the drama with us.
Yeah, don't bring no bullshit to us, because we ain't got time for it.
And another thing. If I say something, come to fucking me. If NUXX says something, go to fucking NUXX. If you can't do that, don't say shit at all.
Be a man.
You know, we don't speak for each other.
I mean, I'm not assuming your gender or anything. You know, you may identify differently. But
I don't give a fuck what you identify as. A bitch is a bitch.
But seriously, if you got a problem with somebody, approach them yourself. You know, go to them. Don't go through different channels. Don't try to talk to someone else about it. If I got a problem with somebody, I go to them. If I disagree with something Nick says, I tell it to his fucking face. Vice versa. He'll tell me. That's just how it works. That's how men work. That's how being an adult works.
So just because you're 19 and living in a $200,000 house with mommy and daddy doesn't make you a man. At all. Unless you can do that shit. And twirl in your hair like a little girl.
So come correct is all we're saying.
That's it. I mean, if you got something to say it. I'm gonna be a smart ass. That's just what I do.
Definitely.
But you're gonna learn to read between the lines with me.
And that's what you have to do with us a lot. Read between the lines. There's a message behind everything.
Yep.
And
we just know how to do it entertainingly.
And we'll intentionally be a dickhead. Because honestly, it's funny because you get so fucking worked up about shit. And when I say you, I'm talking about people in general. So many people, just in general. You know?
It's a joke, not a dick. You ain't got to take it so hard.
That's the best way to put it, I think. You know?
I mean, unless you're a female that really wants to take it that hard, then refer back to a few minutes ago where, you know, NICANDnuxx at gmail.com. So, you know how this works. Come on, everybody's been on this planet long enough to know. If you're listening to this, I'm going to assume you know the difference between right and wrong. If not, you're going to learn today.
Well, your first mistake is making an assumption.
What's that?
Never assume anything.
I have to. Because then I get to go off of whatever happens.
I just assume that nothing is ever going to go right and that people are generally shit.
There is one thing that I assume every day.
What's that?
I'm going to be disappointed.
Okay, fair enough. I'll give you that one. I assume that every day myself.
Because I can tell you, out of past experiences, you're not going to have a day where something doesn't fucking go wrong. Am I right?
You're right.
Something is going to go wrong.
You know what? Life is not perfect. Things can't always go your way. That's a fucking perfectly good lesson for a lot of you people out there, you know? Fucking heed that advice, you know? The main thing is, we're just saying we're not fucking around with bullshit. We got no time for little fucking drama bullshit. We don't want to play that game. And that's just how it is. We got bigger fish to fry, and we're hungry. So get out the way or get ate up.
And anybody that knows me knows that I have no problem putting my hands on somebody if need be. I used to have a pretty bad reputation about that shit. Now, granted, I've calmed down. I've spent a little bit of time in counties and other shit establishments that require me to eat what I don't want to eat and sleep where I don't want to sleep. I've made some pretty fucked up decisions in life.
Haven't we all?
But, you know, out of everything that I've done, I've learned something. I've never made the same mistake twice.
Life is about growth, and you learn from your mistakes. You got to learn something every day. I think you should try to learn something every day. It doesn't matter if it's something small, something that seems minuscule, that like it doesn't even matter, because something could happen 5 years from that, and you're gonna go, holy shit, I'm glad I learned that lesson, you know, or I'm glad I remembered that moment in time. This came through for me, you know. I've had plenty of those moments. But the point being with all of this is we just want to clear the air out, let everybody know where we stand, what we're doing,
gonna stay standing,
and where we're gonna move forward to. You know, we got plans, things are in the works. All of our current projects are still, you know, just going full blast. We're working on a lot of shit.
Nothing really changed. When it boils down to it, our motivation, our inspiration, what we want to do is not changing at all. We just decided to do it on our own.
Yep. So, with that being said, you guys got the email address. Hit us up for inquiries of any type. Send us questions, comments. We don't care. We still want to do our Ask Nick and Nux segment. So
ask away. Ask anything you want.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get some interesting questions now that we've changed gears here.
Yeah, maybe somebody will balls up and ask something.
Well,
also, before we end all of this, dramatic pause. Only because I had a brain fart. There is more to come for Project 33 in the future. This is, like we said in the live video, it's not a label. It's, how would you describe this?
it's a collective.
Yeah, okay.
It's a support system.
Yeah.
It's family, you know?
You fuck with us, we'll fuck with you.
Exactly, you know? So again,
And yet,
shout out to everybody that's got our back, everybody supporting what we do, the decisions we make, stuff like that. Man, we got some good people behind us, man.
we really do. And I'm just gonna go ahead and plug this out because it's a long time coming, but I want to make sure everybody knows that it's coming. August 16th, 17th, and 18th, Ohio. I'll have to pull up the flyer, the actual city. Pirate Fest. Nicodemus will be there. Dunk tank freestyle battles. Kayaking, all kinds of shit. I'll put a link in next week's because we're going to have Captain Bobby Waters.
Special guest.
Special guest. He's going to do a call-in from Ohio and kind of plug in the show and be a part of it. So you can check out the flyers on Facebook pages. They'll be going up now that everything's official. So, yeah. I say so a lot.
You do.
So, like, can we, so get this on?
So, on that note, we're going to wrap this up for this week. We'll be going back to our normal format for next week's episode. We just felt like we needed to address some things, clear the air, make sure everybody knows where everybody's standing, and just make things
crystal clear.
Exactly. So,
and if you can't see it, get some glasses.
On that note, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the notification button so you know when we upload videos. Go check out the Facebook pages, NIC&NUXX, Cruising with NIC&NUXX, like that. the official Nicodemus, and then NICADEMUS. Go check out all those pages. Like them for more information about us and keep up with what we're doing. And
we'll try to pretend like we're going to keep up with what you're doing. I'm just playing.
Hey, if you reach out to us, we'll reach out back. Might even give you a reach around. Who knows?
I don't even know what to say to that.
You looked at me very weird.
Because how are we offering reach arounds when I haven't even got one? I find this very fucking unfair.
Oh, look, man, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. So, anyway, so you got me saying so. I'm thinking about you fucking saying so all the time. Now I'm like, so?
Yeah, and I'm thinking about getting a reach around.
All right. That's it for this week, kids.
Oh, wait. Before we go, we did talk about this earlier this week.
What's up?
We have to do the positions. We gotta at least do our sex shit.
Okay.
We can't disappoint on that.
You're right.
Because I did a lot of research.
You did some research.
Since you got to go first all these other times, I want to bring up one that really got me thinking. And I really want to pull this off I really want to pull this one off eventually in my lifetime.
Okay, all right. So, educate me, Nick. I need some education here.
Have you ever heard of the Snow Queen?
The Snow Queen.
The Snow Queen.
Okay, that's a new one.
This is an actual maneuver for a threesome.
Okay.
It requires 2 females and 1 male. You got normal sex going on. The guy needs to bust his nut, right?
Okay.
Well, the guy busts his nut in the vagina.
Cream pie.
Normal, right? Yeah, normal cream pie. Well, afterwards, the woman with the cream pie squats over the other woman and pushes it all on her forehead to make a crown, making her the Snow Queen. And I really, if you've done this, please let me know, because I want to know what you felt when you saw that creamy crown hit the forehead of that beautiful queen.
The Goop Queen.
Goop Queen.
All right, well, have you ever heard of the Sloppy Jalopy?
I think they used to feed that to us in school.
That was Sloppy Joe's. Close.
Please let me know.
Close. Okay, so the Sloppy Jalopy, basically, when you got a girl giving you head, right when you're about to come, like right there, like the moment of climax, you know what's about to happen, put your hand on her forehead and push her back so she's off your dick. Come in your own hand and then smack her right across the face with it.
Damn!
That is the Sloppy Jalopy.
I've never done it that way, but I've slapped a bitch with my nut in her mouth.
That must be some kind of altered version.
It has to be something.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. There's probably a name for that. We'll have
Domestic violence?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's domestic violence. That's how you catch charges, dog.
I've got a couple.
Nothing recent, though.
I am actually 5 years clean.
Yeah, that's actually one of those life choices we were talking about that you learn lessons from.
Yeah, you kind of learn your limits. And I'm just not like most of these people. I don't like going to jail. It's not my favorite place. I kind of like having control of the TV and shit.
Yeah, no shit. So, all right. Well, on that note, we are going to get out of here this week, and
we appreciate y'all listening to yet another episode of Cruising with Nick and Nux.
Yeah, so thank you for all the love and support we get from everybody. You guys mean a lot to us, and keep your eyes and ears open because there's a lot more coming your way from us.
Are we not doing phrasing?
Well, I mean, I think you just did.
Boom.
Boom, phrasing.
Peace out, everybody.
All right. Catch y'all motherfuckers next time. Same cruising time.
Same cruising channel.
That's it for this episode of Cruising with Nick and Nux. Hope you can join us next time for the next episode. Be sure to subscribe, comment, share, like, dislike, and then fuck off!